Little Mama reveals how she is dealing with the harsh embarrassment of rushing the stage when Jay-Z and Alicia Keys performed New York. Hey Gurus, what's your thoughts on her? This is a situation to wherein she has been really depressed about, actually she was in an interview and she was talking about how much of a toll this took on her.
The thing about Little Mama is we love Little Mama. She's very pretty. She has also done modeling outside of her music. But honestly, for the last, what was that, 2009, I think? So for the last 15 years, this has
Yeah.
been the biggest story about her circulating in the media. Anytime you heard a Little Mama since then, that was usually the first story that came up or people thought
Exactly.
about. So I get how that could be depressing because you wanted more for your career. Like I said, outside of music, she does modeling, but people really don't recognize her for that aspect. So yeah, I'm sure it is depressing, but do I believe her to the extent that she wants me to believe the emotional depression part of it? Me personally, no, not really, because again, that's what's kept her relevant. If she wanted it to be about music, she is part of the industry. So producers are available. You could have put something out again, maybe got a better PR team, push your agenda forward. But she keeps circling herself back to woe is me because I jumped on the stage when I knew I shouldn't have, but oops, because I'm from New York.
She took an opportunity and it went bad.
It did. It went terribly
That
wrong.
opportunity took her.
Right to the
Somewhere.
Yo, let's be real. She took an opportunity and the opportunity went terribly bad and it basically ejected her from the music industry.
They blackballed the hell out of her. They blackballed the hell out of her, okay? We don't want to see her face anywhere. Poor Tink Tink. Poor Tink Tink.
But let me say this though. Let's go to the human side of this issue. I mean, yo, at the end of the day, it did have to depress her because let's say you took an opportunity that you thought that was on point. You thought that was the best thing.
Thought she was hot. Beyonce was pulling you back, girl. You should have knew. Okay, you should have. If Beyonce ain't walk past, you should have knew, girl.
Just hard headed.
No, I just watched it too. No, like girl, this our time. New York, New York,
New York. You're right.
Right.
It was like nah, nah.
Jay-Z was like,
that though.
like, what are you doing up here, bro?
I don't even think he knew she was behind him until he saw the playback.
Yeah,
at the end where she stayed back there because he swatted her off. He thought she was off the stage, and then at the end she came.
Like she was in the performance. Like how you would?
Yeah,
how you
we
in the
did
whole
that, guys.
Like how you knew what that was going to do at the end too with the chorus. Like that.
She didn't. You watch the video again. She crept up behind him and seen him and was like,
"Right, that's what we doing."
Right.
I ain't give me that memo.
Then it was on the stage. She couldn't just, stiff arm her at that point. She just, we here now.
It's like it's over. Now the whole New York picture is ruined because she.
That was kind of ruined. That was kind of ruined on the low.
She's a part of it. You can't take those pictures back.
Man, you ain't came to not nary a rehearsal, no stage call.
You ain't
do
no sponsorship, ma'am. You did not promote. You ain't doing nothing.
No choreography whatsoever.
It just goes to show, like, what the industry is. Like, you can't just do what you want to do.
No.
They will humble you real quick.
You gotta have the goal. The like, this is what we doing. Okay, I'm cool with it. You can't just do what you want to do.
This wasn't a concert down at BB King or something. Like it was not a little get together.
Yeah, like we doing a concert at the Barclays or whatever.
Right.
Yo, she would have got tackled by security, ma'am. You are lucky.
What did you do? They don't care about no little mama.
I know Big Mama was so embarrassed when she saw that on TV. Young lady, how dare you have the audacity
Listen.
and then tell people you from New York. New York ain't as big as people think it is, especially when you from the hood, ma'am.
She was feeling herself at that time. And you know what? The depression came into place because people put it into perspective for her and really like put it out there for her. No, little
girl,
mama.
you tripping.
So the depression set in, okay? You cannot automatically assume because you are in association with certain people that that's where you are, right? You can't assume.
Just that little moment messed up her whole career.
If she would have never got on that stage, none of this would have took place. We wouldn't have to talk about this 20 years later. you probably would have exceeded well off. You probably would have been somewhere in the stars. Not saying
talking about it.
but, you know.
Her lip gloss would have still been popping.
Listen now.
We'd have been in these streets.
Everybody would have been, you know, getting it.
Poor baby.
You really have to be sure out here. Like, you can't be out here just making a decision based on a moment, because that situation, I mean, she will always be thought of, you know, and it's terrible the fact that she had to say and basically admit that she's been basically depressed ever since that moment.
I just think that it's terrible at the time that it happened because, again, this was like 15 years ago at least. So the girl couldn't have been no more than 15, 16, even 17, the most I think I'll give her at the time. And when you 15, 16, 17, like we said, it could have been emotions. She's at the show. These are people she done looked up to her whole life. She already got her piece of foot in the industry. She's somewhat close, not close, but someone somewhere in the area of Jay-Z because of, I believe they're both from Brooklyn, and she has done work under him like protege style.
She did have a relationship with them. Yeah.
So it is unfortunate that at 15, 16, 17, that was the mistake seen around the world. But again, I can empathize with the human side of things and being depressed, but at the same time, ma'am, you wanted to be a musician and I haven't heard any music. I haven't even really heard independent music. No CDs, LPs, singles, snippets, demos. So you didn't give us much to work with after that, Mama. That's what we're going to talk about.
She could have used that pose and made it into an action figure or something. The little mama.
She could have made it into a calendar. She could have been every month a different,
right?
Different location.
You feel me? I know that's right. I know that's right. She should have marketed. That's what she should have did. Made some pins on your shirt.
Anything. A sticker, a logo.
Because you know what? At the end of the day, when you're looking at and you hear her talk, she doesn't sound like a bad individual. Like she's a
sweet girl.
She didn't know none better.
She ain't no.
She didn't have any guidance after that to be able to recognize
right.
She thought that at that moment she had a little bit of a relationship, right? And she's from New York. At that point in time, it was probably like, oh, I'm here at I'm here at, what was it, the Grammys? I don't even know.
Yeah, something like that.
Whatever. Like I'm feeling myself. I'm gonna go up. Nah, I'm gonna go up on the stage. I'm from New York. They talking about New York right now. Like I got a relationship with Jay. Like I'm gonna go up here. Like it's okay.
She ain't see Diddy hop up there. She didn't see
Beyonce that was holding her back, which is her man.
She didn't see my beat hop up there. Like there's so many levels of New York artists that should have been up there before you hopped up there.
We was cool like that.
And let's just be real. The people that blackballed her will never come to the surface.
Never.
Of course not. Why would they? Right.
They will never come to the surface.
They done spent that already.
Moving on with Lil Mama. What? Oh, about that.
When they say lip gloss, we didn't even wear that.
Oh my God.
We're on to the next sucker.
All right, everybody.